Happy Monday! Pamela here with Passionate About Scrapbooking, your Stampin' Up demonstrator. Thank you so much for joining me today, whether you're joining me for the live or catching the replay. I'm excited that you're here. I'm excited to be here. I've been gone out of town since last Thursday. So we were gone Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and came in super late last night. Had a great weekend. And FYI, it looks like I'm still not live on YouTube. I got to do some work this week trying to figure out what the problem is there. But it's just not working. So, that's not working. I'm gonna just play around for a few minutes while people are hopping on to see if maybe I can figure something out about why I'm not going live. I have two different options on here I can look at, but it's coming up. I may have to sign out of my YouTube account and then sign back in and do all the fun stuff, all the technical stuff at some point, but I'm just going to, I am recording so then I'll upload it up to my YouTube afterwards. So, can you see all the fun goodies? I was inspired by something I saw on Pinterest from a few years ago. So, I am doing something a little bit different this week, not focusing on a particular collection from the mini catalog. Speaking of that, let me see. I guess it's right here. Give me 1 minute. I'm gonna grab, whoa, I may make a big mess. I was gonna grab my creations from last week to share with you and share kind of what I've been doing and what I'm gonna do moving forward a little bit. I think I'm gonna try. I took some things with me to create with or to work on, but I didn't get a lot of that done. So, all right. So I was just having to pull everything out of my little tote box. So say hello if you're joining me. Let me pull up comments. Would love to know where you're viewing from. Good morning, Debbie. And we'll walk through a few things real quick. So first of all, I'll just review, do a little recap of last week's projects. Here. Okay, so we used last week the Reindeer Days Sweet Collection. And I did a 12 by 12 layout, so it's 2 pages. Aren't those deer just the cutest? So on Monday, I did this one, and I showed how to use that Reindeer Days for a non-holiday theme, just deers and kind of wildlife outdoors. Had lots of fun with that. Goes right along with my title there. And then on Wednesday, I created this fun 8.5 by 11 page about my favorite Christmas movie, which is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And Fussy cut these cute deer out of some of the paper. I even added a cute little holly berry dot to the first one's nose, so that could be Rudolph. And then these are the cards that I made. Now, I wasn't live on Friday for Feel Good Friday, but I did record it and upload it to YouTube and Facebook. But this is the card. You can mail it like this, and then when the recipient gets it, you can open it up like this, but then you can also tuck that right in there. So it makes a little easel card that they can set down on their table and see the cute little reindeer scene right there. Did some sponging around there and kind of similar to what I did over here. Used some different colors. So that was a fun card to create. And I was just protecting them by putting them into my clear envelopes. And then this one is more of a gift card holder. So I glued down the sides here so you can put in a gift card. I created a little tag down in there. But you can add a gift card either to the back of that or leave that for your message, and then tuck a little gift card in there with that tag. So that was a fun one. So anyhow, I'm sharing that to let you know that when you make a purchase of $40 or more through my website, using the link in the description, the details are in there, then you will receive the PDF instructions for all of these projects for the week. So I'm going to do the same thing for this week as well. Let me find a place to put that. Oops. Get that out of the way. So this week, the same concept will apply. So today's 12 by 12 two-page layout along with an 8.5 by 11 page on Wednesday and fun fold cards on Friday. Good morning, Sandy. Thank you for joining me. So today, I kind of grabbed a combination of products, and we'll go over all of those that I'm going to use here in just a minute. Before I do that, so we left early on Thursday morning. We drove to Lubbock. Well, we drove to San Angelo. That's my hometown. I got my hair cut, and then we drove on to Lubbock for a Lainey Wilson concert, and it was amazing. And then Friday, we didn't know what to do in Lubbock, so we ended up going to the movies. And after the movies, we drove to Midland. So on the way back home, we stopped at Midland and went to my nephew's football game. He's a junior in high school, and so I wanted to see him play because he's a exceptional athlete. And it was a very interesting game. I won't go into it, but fortunately they lost because I think pretty much they got beat by the umpires. The umpires were not good at all, so it was a very frustrating game. Then we headed back after the game back to my hometown of San Angelo and stayed with my mom for the rest of the weekend and did some work around the house and so forth, and then headed back last night, and we had a wonderful weekend. Everything went so smoothly until we left San Angelo and went and got gas for the car, and unfortunately, Jeff lost his wallet. We don't know if he left it on the gas pump, like he laid it on there, and then he went to clean the windshield for me. And while he was doing that, I got out and finished the gas stuff, so he may have accidentally laid it up on the gas pump or on top of the car. He was so exhausted he couldn't remember what happened, and my mom went back. We were already halfway home before we realized it. And so, yeah, he's getting to order a new driver's license and cancel all the credit cards and get new cards and all of that fun stuff. So poor guy. It was like, man, it just happens sometimes. Hopefully we'll hear something from somebody, but I kind of doubt it. What movie did we go see? We went and saw Speak No Evil. So that was an interesting show. I'm going to see if I can find my water just real quick. together this morning. I've been thinking about my project for the last couple of days, so I kind of knew what I wanted to do there. And I have prepped some, as you can tell. I'm going to be scrapbooking about pumpkin today. And these are pictures I actually just took while I was prepping this morning. I just sat here. He came and laid down on my stuff. And I was like, oh, that's so cute. Oh, perfect photos for what I'm going to do today. So excuse me, I still got the little tickle in my throat. Comes and goes. All right, what else did I got? Like a humongous order in from Stampin Up. I'll explain what a portion of it was. I ordered some of the kits that are on special, up to 30% off through the month of October. And I was going to just share just briefly real quick 2 of them that I got. I grabbed this one, which is called A Look Back. It comes with a cute little notebook here. So you could do like a little scrapbook is kind of what it's geared for, I guess. But I saw, I don't think this is the one I was thinking of for the one gal that Jessica, I saw what she did with it. This one actually might be like brand new. I can't remember, and it's still up to 30% off. Oh, look at that. So it's got all these pretty pages. So just, totally make a little fun type of scrapbook out of this. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. If you really wanted to, you could like take all these pages out too and use them on your scrapbook pages, but I probably won't do that. And you could add new pages into it technically. I'm just looking to see, so you could actually take it all apart if you wanted to. There's lots of stuff you could do with it. I think I'll keep it the way it is and I'll come up with something cute, but it comes with tear and tape and dies, stickers it looks like, and all kinds of fun stuff to put inside of it. There's an instruction sheet that comes with it, so you can copy it just like it is or do your own thing. So at some point I'll probably do a video doing something with that. So there's one of them that I got. And then the other one that I got, I decided I was going to do a class. So I'm going to do a workshop with these products right here. So I have so don't go and order this because I have like 10 kits. And I'm going to do, who's heard of December Daily? That's Allie, I can't think of her name. Anyways. If y'all remember what her name is, let me know. She started the whole December Daily where you have a kind of a smaller format scrapbook, which I have in here. Stampin' Up actually has one. But I bought this kit. This is the Rustic Christmas Countdown Kit. So when I saw this and all the numbers on here, I was like, I could do a countdown to Christmas. So that's what I'm going to create. I'm hoping it'll be ready by the end of the week. Allie Edwards. I was going to say that, but wasn't 100% sure. Thank you, Belinda. And welcome. So I'll be sharing the details on this in the coming week. I'm super excited to create this 6x8 album. I don't know if I'll incorporate these clips or not, clothespins. Actually, I guess I should put it back in here the way it was. But the kit comes with twine and adhesive and little envelopes and all the things that you need to create a cool, like an advent calendar type thing. But I purchased the variety pack of 6x8 photo pocket pages So the workshop will include all of this, FYI. And so I'm going to have some fun this week when I'm not doing the lives. I was going to pull this out and show it to you, the album. Okay, so there's the album that we're going to use. So we'll end up decorating the album. And here comes Pumpkin. So this looks really nice. I'm excited to play with this. So I'll have details. I already kind of started some details, but I have an event already scheduled. And I'll do like a video tutorial along with the PDF instructional tutorial for that as well. So I just wanted to share that information with you. And let's get into creating today. So I am using the Bee Builder Punch, which this one was an online exclusive from the spring, still available. And I'm going to show you how to create a cute fall theme using this. I have the faux glass dots. Unfortunately, these are out of stock at the moment, but they're supposed to be coming back next week, the week of the 21st. So put that on your wish list. Then I've already punched out my title, I think, and then, or a portion of it. And I've done some dry embossing, so I'll tell you more about that in a minute. I don't think I really, well, let me see what we use. This was an online exclusive, the Changing Leaves hybrid embossing folder. I'm not going to use the stamps. I'm just using the folder, embossing folder with the dies. So you can purchase just the embossing folder with these dies right here. So you would get you would get all of these dies along with that. And I'll show you a little bit of how to use this. So we'll do that. I'm going to make a pile over here. Then this right here comes out of the Autumn to Remember scrapbooking workshop. So I grabbed it to use. Not sure what he's meowing about. Maybe he wants to go out again. This comes out of the scrapbooking brochure, the Autumn to Remember stamp set. So I am going to use that today. And then the embossing folder, this Birchwood 3D embossing folder, is from our mini catalog. It was part of the Nests of Winter collection. So I think I'm going to use it as well. So again, I was inspired by something I saw on Pinterest, and I am going to do something similar using this color combination right here. And I picked the color combination because of what I saw on Pinterest, but I wanted to also share with you this cool color wheel that will be available first part of November for customers. It's already available for Stampin' Up demonstrators, and FYI, we have an awesome sign-up bonus going on right now. You can get $155 in products of your choice, and they can be our brand new online exclusive products that are coming in November, which this is one of them as well, the color wheel. So I'm going to start teaching y'all a little bit about color theory, and today we're going to keep it super simple, and we're going to do complementary colors. So when you take this little area right here where it says complementary and turn it to Cajun Craze, you can go across here and pick either Pool Party or Coastal Cabana. I originally had Pool Party pulled out, but I don't think I'm going to be using I have the Pool Party cardstock, classic stamping pad, the stamping blends, but then I decided I would use the Coastal Cabana cardstock because I like the contrast. I mean, they're both kind of bold. So that's how I chose my color combination. And it says, look at the back of it. It's got some great information. It says, you know what they say, opposites attract. Try pairing colors that are opposite each other on the color wheel to create a fun, bold contrast. So you can see here they're showing purple and yellow. And so just depending on where, there's several. Now this is monochromatic. This is complementary, so you're actually looking across to see what it is. So we'll talk more about that throughout the week. And today my plan is to use a lot of the same products, but I think I'm going to do different color combinations. So we'll see. So I've got Pecan Pie, Cajun Craze, the Coastal Cabana, and then White Willow. Then here are my photos I took just this morning of Pumpkin coming and laying on. So it's got the products in the background. Those were his the pads of his paw. One of his paws right there that I zoomed in on. So I'm going to incorporate some of these, probably not all of them, into the page. I'm going to keep a fairly basic design, I think, and focus more on the clusters to bring in color that coordinate with the photos. So let's get busy. So remember, kits are up to 30% off. There's a demonstrator starter kit special going on. You can private message me if you want more information about that. And I think that's it for the moment. We do have a new paper pumpkin kit that's available to subscribe to as well. If you want more information about that, go to paperpumpkin.com. I do not know what that cat is. He's learned how to get onto the counters, so he's knocking things off the counters and all that. Oh, and did you see I actually brought a pumpkin in? He's scratched it up already, but this was grown in our garden. So I thought that would be my little prop over here. Be something fun. Jeff said we had 20 or more growing out in the garden right now. I can literally look out the window right now and see like 3 of them that are turning orange that are on the fence. So, all right, fun. Let's get busy. So I think my plan is, of course, first of all, let me look. I've done my title here. I even did a little dot. We'll see if I don't lose them. There's 2 of them. I only need 1. But I've already cut some white willow and I've dry embossed 7, I believe I have here. 7 pieces. These pieces are 5x5s. Okay, so those are going to help build my background. I have 1 that I haven't done yet because I want to do that for you. Then I've got my bases here. I'm not going to put those down quite yet. I'm going to use white willow as my bases. And then I think I'm going to, I guess I'll move my pumpkin out of the way. My real pumpkin. Just to give me more space. Oh yeah, I had thought about a bunch of photos I could have done, but I think I've actually scrapbooked most of them. And we haven't gone... I need to go out to our pumpkin patch that's in the garden and get some pictures. I need to take Pumpkin the cat out there with me and get some photos. But these photos I grabbed today were like yeah, I mean, that just worked out perfect. Him coming and chilling out on my desk. All right, I'm going to go around and get this wet real quick because I did forget to do that. I think Pumpkin wants to go outside to hang out with the pumpkins. All right, so let's build up some of our pieces for our clusters, and that'll go with our title and so forth. So I have some scraps. I wanted to share that with y'all just so y'all could see the the color combination that I was planning on using there, but I have some scraps here, so I'm going to try to use those first. This is that Coastal Cabana. I kind of know what I'm going to do with that, and then I've got some others that I'm just going to have hanging out over here. I think I'll just lay them right there, actually. I'm going to put these full pieces in a safe place to use later, because I don't think I need them today. And then I need my cut and emboss machine. So let's kind of move some of that out of the way and get situated here and get a few things prepped. Okay, I did want to show you, just do one of these for you. So there's plate 1 and plate 4 is what we need to use for that right there. So that's how I did the dry embossing. So let's do that one real quick, just that last one. You could move this around on here if you wanted to. I just stuck it right in the middle somewhat. You layer it between the 1 and the 4 plate. So let's do that. I need to do a little bit more dry embossing too, using the birchwood embossing folder. All right, so that'll take care, that gives us 8 5x5s over here. And then just FYI, if you didn't see my video from a couple of months ago, this is part of the hybrid embossing folder, and the way you do that is you put your paper in here. I don't know if I have a scrap piece that's big enough. Anyhow, you position it so that it is snug in there. You put your paper down, and then when you run it through your machine, it'll emboss and cut out these 3 leaves. So that's a really neat effect. I'm not going to use, I was just using this today. Not sure I'll use that at all, but there are some additional dies here that I might cut out here in just a little bit as we progress through this. So let's see, now I want to do, let me cut this into 2 6x6s. Right now it's a 6x12. And I have another 6x12 over here, I think. I'm not going to cut it yet. So I'm going to, or we are going to, let me find my birchwood. There we go. So there's my birchwood 3D embossing folder. I am going to emboss both of these pieces. And you can put them on here anywhere. That's fine that it's got a little hole in it. It's just, this is what I'm going to use to punch stuff out with. So let's do this piece. Actually, I'm just going to do this piece, I think. And we'll come back and do the other one if I think I need it. So now you've got a beautiful piece of Coastal Cabana that is embossed. Don't think I'll do that one. So this is we're gonna have a lot of fun texture with this. Then let me look and see. Kind of looking. Okay, so we'll come back to this if I think I need it. I'm gonna clean up my space and we're gonna create a few things real quick. Like I said, I'm gonna clean up things, make sure I can find them again here in a minute. All right, I'm gonna move So these are the pieces that we want right now. And then these are what we're going to work with. All right. So, don't know if I can get this in here so that, I guess I'm just going to make it simple, and I'm going to punch out. I'm going to start over here. I think I want it to go this way though. So we'll have some textured hearts as well. Okay, so we'll have some of that. We're gonna just make a little pile of the hearts over here, and I'm just going to punch a couple of these out. And then maybe do when you're doing clusters, you want to think of odd numbers. So right now I'm thinking 3, just 3 clusters across the page. You could do 5, you could do 7, depending on how your page is set up. So we'll come back to that possibly in a minute, but let's do now. I'm gonna need more than 3 of these, I think. I'm just gonna keep throwing my hearts right over there. So I need 2 with no texture for each of the ones that I did texture for. Okay. There's that one. I'm gonna have to do something with all those hearts. Let me see if I can fit this on here. I think I can. So I really just need one more, I think. So we'll just twist and turn and all right, so there's that part. Now let's do, I don't know if you're familiar with the punches, but you can actually lock them right down here so that then they're flat. When you're ready to use them, you just unlock it and it opens it up. Okay, so great for storage. We will do some stamping, a little bit of fussy cutting as well. Let's see. I'm looking at some of this because I'll probably end up doing like this. Maybe doing some, pull that out of the way. So I grabbed some scraps of the Cajun Craze. That would be good to put with the, do y'all know what I'm making yet? Have y'all figured it out? I think I'll do that maybe in some pecan pie. I'm not sure. I might do some of these in white. And I don't think I'm going to use the, let me see here. Here for you. You are amazing every single day. I couldn't have done it without you. A little note to brighten your day. I probably won't use any of these stamps. That wasn't my plan. It was just to use the hybrid folder. So with the dies and the folder. This is kind of cute. That was just a scrap that I had. But I'll set that over to the side for the moment. I could maybe just bring in my mini machine and run through hopefully a couple of these pieces. Let me see what I can fit on here. It's kind of at an angle, so probably only one. So I'll do that. I don't think I have little scraps of pecan pie. I probably do somewhere, so I am just going to tear off some of this so it'll fit on here. And then let's see if we can run these through together. And I need to do a couple of these. I like that pumpkin galore photo op. All right, there's that. That scrap is probably trash. So let's just get, that's trash. So I'll do, again, thinking of clusters in, I wonder if I can fit it there and use that scrap. I think so. So that's what I used to do my title earlier. I'm going to pull it down this way. So try to use every little scrap for your, that you can, for your dies. Don't let anything go to waste if you can help it. Some pieces, of course, are just too tiny to keep on hand, but and I'm wondering if I want to do any, punch any of those. I don't know if that's a scrap I'm going to save. I might can use it for journaling or something. Anyhow, I was going to say maybe I want to punch a few hearts out of the Cajun Craze too. Trying to see if I can, there we go. All right, that's trash. Now, if your dies get stuck in there, you just need to take some tweezers or your scissors and you can poke through a hole and pop that out. So I need at least one more, I think. I'll have 3 of each. There's another little scrap. Bring it down this way. And then just stick it on there. So if you hang out with me till the end, I'll give you a sneak peek of some of the new online exclusives that are coming the first part of November. They're super cute. I have 2 sweet collections that I ordered. So I think that's all I need of that. I'll set those over there. And I think, I don't know if it's today or not. There's my other cluster. I have the magnetic, last Wednesday during Prime Big Deal Days, I think is what they called it. I ordered a magnetic sheet to go under my glass mat. So I can't wait to show y'all how that works, and that'll help with my dies not disappearing. All right, there's all that. I think that's good. So for some of my clusters, I'm going to keep that because I can still punch some stuff out of that. I'm going to throw that one away. I might could get something tiny. Oh, you know what I could do with it? Since I can at least do a little heart. Look, stick it right down in there and just punch the little heart out. So I'm going to do a couple of those, I think. Let me see. Maybe one more. That way I'll have 3. Okay. Think of all the things that you can do just to add a little bit more. So now I can throw that away. And don't think I need any more of this right now. I don't know if I'll use mats or not. We'll see if I'll need to cut some mats for that. So I'm making a new pile of scraps over here. So I know I'm going to do some stamping. So I'm going to leave a couple of those. I'm just putting my papers over here on the side. So for the moment, I think I have what I need die cut. I have my title. I have my clusters. I did want to do that, didn't I? I don't know if I can get it to go through that little one though. So we'll hold off on that and maybe do that in a few minutes. So how am I doing? Let's see. Kind of straight, I think. Good morning, Carrie. Thanks for saying hello. Or good morning. All right, so let's bring in the Autumn to Remember. And I want to, I'm trying to decide how big do I want my leaves to be. Don't know if I want to do this big one because it's so big, but I might do a few. So let's pull out the leaves that are in here. These might be better right here. I think I will just put this back. I just think that's too big. There's another little maple leaf right here. This one, I think it should be maybe green, but I don't know if I'm going to bring any green or not. And then I haven't fully decided if I'm going to do one of these titles here, or I could, remember, I also have this. Now, if I start using this was from the Autumn to Remember Scrapbooking Workshop Kit. So if I use some of these, I am going to not be able to do the exact same pages from the workshop kit, but that's okay. I can get creative with them because there's some fun things in here that might work. There aren't any pumpkins, but there are some mushrooms, some arrows. There's a couple of things I could use as titles. Grateful, Autumn Days, Oh Blessed Day. So I'm going to keep this handy. There are a few leaves in here as well. These I think I might like. That might be fun. Let me pull out a few things that I think might work. There's hearts, there's little, that might even be kind of cute if I did the little wood stumps maybe. I'm going to pull those out just in case. There's another, I don't think I really want that tree. Not sure how I feel about the mushrooms. So we'll pull out more. I kind of like these. These kind of remind me of vines. So let's see if I can get them out of here. There we go. We'll see if those come in handy. One more look. I'm going to go ahead and punch out Grateful. Because I'm kind of thinking I might use that somehow. Just want to punch those out carefully. So if you want this right here, it's just some super thin wood grained chipboard. Then you'll have to get the Autumn to Remember Scrapbooking Workshop Kit. Okay, all right. So there's some of that. So let's do some stamping. I think I'll probably use these smaller pieces since those are kind of tiny. And then I can save these. So let's bring in Cajun Craze and Pecan Pie. I do not have Coastal Cabana ink yet, which is fine. So let's do, I'll do that block. And I'm thinking I'll just do all of these in the Cajun Craze. And I'm gonna fussy cut them out too. So let's just stamp them all at the same time. I'm gonna grab my silicone mat just to help give a little bit of cushion. And let's see how these look stamped in Cajun Craze on here. I might do first and second generation. That'll help create depth on your page as well, so not everything's the same tone. You can do dark and light of the same color. I'm just going to do a couple of these. I won't sit here and cut all of these out, I don't think. But I'm just going to do the same thing. So that we have some to choose from, okay? And ink-wise, don't think I'll do anything yet with the pecan pie, but we'll have it handy here in case we need it. All right, scissors. You need a nice pair of scissors. I'm just going to cut a few of these around so I don't have a whole gigantic big piece of paper to what was I going to say? Yeah, lots of paper. You don't want extra paper in the way when you're fussy cutting. I'm leaving a little bit of a white border, and I am turning my paper more than I am my scissors. So that'll help a little bit with your jaggedy edges. And then it'll just kind of look like you die cut these out, even though you had to fussy cut them, which is what we call doing what I'm doing right now. You're cutting out the stamped images. So, like I said, I want to do a variety of shades to add a little bit more character. This kind of is a word that comes to mind. More dimension and depth to your page. So, who lives where you have beautiful fall foliage? Is it just gorgeous right now? We're in the Texas Hill Country and not so much. At least not yet. We do have, when you're driving through some of the hills, we will see some of the colors in the hills, depending on what kind of trees, because we mostly have around here cedar bushes and oak trees. Now the cedars are, and I don't know, there are some pretty colors that are similar to this Cajun Craze that are kind of wild in the hills. And I'm not sure what kind of trees those are. I don't think they're like red oaks. There's some other type of, more like a bush, I think, than a tree. All right, so that might work cluster-wise in with that. So I'll kind of do the opposite. So that was the second generation. I'm going to do the first generation of this one. So let's chit-chat a little bit while I'm just fussy cutting, and I'll look over and see if there are comments. And like I know Debbie's from Fredericksburg as well. Sandy, where are you from if you're still with us? Carrie, that you're in Canada, that's right. I bet it is, yeah. I've never been up that area. Need to make a plan to. I would love someday to see all the beautiful fall foliage, real fall foliage. All right, so there's that one. And then what do we have over here? Let's do this big one in the second generation. It was close to my heart. We called it first, second, third generation with Stampin' Up. I believe it's Stampin' Off. So you can get, depending on the ink color and the stamped image, you could get 3, 4, 5 stamped off images with lighter and lighter shades. So you just have to kind of experiment and play around on your scrap paper. So you can do like an ombre if maybe you took a, all right, so I think like that one I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna do like this one. So I'll do this little one. So that's working out good. And I just need 3 more for my other cluster, I think. So I'll probably do it similar to the first one that I did. Let's see. So you can like cut off that extra paper if it's getting in your way. Now again, I know not everybody likes to fussy cut or has a hard time doing it. I understand. I'm struggling a little bit these days with my contacts. Don't really have arthritis in my hands usually. You know, they're kind of stiff sometimes depending on how much work I'm doing, or if I'm not eating like I'm supposed to, I'll get some inflammation. But right now it's mostly just my eyesight. So the really bright lights really help in my craft room. I think I need to get up and shut the back door here. But then it also allows the animals to just go in and out as they please. And then I'll do, I guess I'll do, I'm gonna do this one in the first generation. And what's nice about cutting it this way is that you're not having to cut right on the image and get every little jaggedy edge, which makes it really hard to cut off all the white, especially on images like this. Now there's some that it's not that difficult to do, so. Yeah, so you end up just having like what looks like little die cut pieces. And we need a light one, so we'll do this one right here. So I'm just gonna cut this one out, and that can get saved for maybe a project down from Wednesday or Thursday or Friday. Maybe I can use it on a card. Like I said, I'm not sure what color combinations I'm gonna use this week, but I think I'm gonna vary them. I'm gonna use the same products all week long, but maybe experiment with the color wheel and do some different color combinations where I'm primarily just using cardstock and inks and no actual DSP this week, because I've done that a lot recently. Okay, so there's all that. So I think we're gonna be good with our dots and then what we have created here so far. So let's start doing a little assembly maybe. I'm gonna move my little clusters over here so that we can build up the base. I'm gonna add some of those leaves to each of the clusters. And then we'll do this kind of over here separately and see how we want to bring those pieces in. All right, so I have 2 sheets of White Willow cardstock. I'm going to use my removable dots just in 2 corners to kind of hold the base page down. Okay. Let's do that on both of them. I did order some more so I wouldn't run out. And, oh, and by the way, the kids are out of school today, so I may have kids running in and out of here as well. One second. I think the neighbors are building something. I think I hear like a saw blade going or something, so I'm going to shut that door so that doesn't interfere. All right, so I wanted to do some white on white, something a little different but fun. Look how pretty that is. All right, and we'll turn these and adhere them. So again, these were 5x5s that I ran through the embossing machine using the Changing Leaves folder. So I'm just gonna eyeball it, but you could totally get out your, like a ruler or do something special, but I'm kind of just an eyeballer. So I'm just gonna look. I want the 6 inches here. I want it closer and tighter toward the inside, so I can kind of, and I'll just tack it down lightly to begin with. And then I want to pay attention to the direction of the leaves, so they're all a little bit different. It can be like totally opposite, or just kind of turn it maybe a quarter turn each time. Okay, so again, I'm going to lightly lay them down in case I need to move them a little bit. So that one would be like this. Now, how are we looking? I think we look like we're getting it pretty close. It's actually in between, so it's probably 7/8 of an inch from the bottom and the sides ish. That's how my instructions will read. I'll get my ruler out and I guess actually do. Okay, so this one's there, so it can go this way. So look, it kind of makes like a circle. You won't be able to see it probably, but down over a little bit. I'm just looking right here and right down here to kind of get the same width all in there. All right, so now that I think I'm happy with that, I'm going to put them down. And then we'll do the exact same thing over here. But let me maybe, I don't want to do it just like that, I don't think. Let me, I guess I will, just so it kind of goes in a circle. So I guess they'll end up being about the same. Okay, I'm gonna just put some glue on the back of each one of these, and we can start positioning them. Does anybody ever do like a white on white? So that one will be like that. Go up a little bit. It's probably about 3/8 of an inch, or yeah, I'm gonna guess that's about, and it might just be about 1/4 inch. But again, just barely lay it on there so that if you need to move it, you can. Oops, there we go, okay. And then I'm just looking to see it's all got the same width right here. Okay, I think that's gonna work. I'm not sure what that is, but okay. So there's our base. Now let's bring in some photos. The photos are gonna do a lot of the work for us. Okay, so let me see which ones I really liked a lot. I don't know if I want to do this one or not because it looks kind of funny. Like, I'm not sure what those are. But that's his paw, his little paw pads. Must be from, yeah, one of his feet. All right, so let's look. I think this was my very favorite right here. And I was thinking I might do like 2 and 2, but maybe I'll do like 3. Because I did kind of all angles, but that might be too many. Let me see. Because you could like overlap some things. If I do this one, I'm definitely going to have to do some journaling to point out what it is. I feel like 2 is going to be too many. And I don't think I want to do... You know, you have some options. You could do them all the way down the middle like that. You could go across this way. Because these are 4x6s, so you could totally do something like that. But I was really thinking I would do more out of these 2. I think I like this one the best because it's up close and clear. But I'm really thinking I might just do like a cluster, like right in the middle. Yeah, you kind of want to have odd number of photos as well. Don't always have to. But I'm kind of thinking I might like to just cut out that, like a smaller one. That would be my 5th photo. So let's look at this and see how... Okay, this was my very favorite one. I think right here. I got to remember about my title. I'm just moving things around, see what I like. Maybe something like that. I could do my title with the cluster up here. Maybe a cluster down here and a cluster up here. So that might be it. And then I'm thinking, what if I did this like a 2x2 might be a little small, so maybe more like a 3x3. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna cut this up and see if I can use this photo without having to print it. Might cut it down even a tiny bit more because I want a white border, I think. Let's just do 3x3 and see. That's kind of strange. I still don't know if I want to do that. But again, I can do an arrow. Look at, yeah, they're not curved arrows. See, like these, maybe. Either this one or one of these little ones. I'll pull those out to see what. This is kind of cute. I like this little Best Life. I'm seeing more that I like now, so we'll see. Okay. I'm going to set those over here and see if there's a way I want to incorporate those. That one I think is too big, so if I do something, I'll do it like pointing at it with like paw pads, or is that what you would call them? I'm thinking I want to cut it down a little bit smaller. So I'm going to cut it down to 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And then that way my border, I'm just going to put it on a white piece of cardstock to make it look like that, so I don't have to reprint it. And we'll see how that looks, because I think I do have some scrap over here that will work. We'll do this piece. We'll do a little 3 by 3. And I'll have to do my journaling afterwards. I'll probably just do a couple little journaling strips around. Let me put this over here, so I can make this look like, okay, I think I'm gonna like that. I think I can figure out how to incorporate that. All right, title. So we didn't have pumpkins out in the garden until just a month or two ago, I guess. Jeff is when he planted those. So Pumpkin the cat, he was born April 29th, I believe. So at some point we named the 3 kittens. He was, we were thinking of things that we wanted that would be out in the garden. So we did Pumpkin for him because he was orange. And then we did Petunia for the little girl that was black and white. And Pepper was the black one. So he was all black. And also, I wasn't thinking about Stampin' Up's paper pumpkin kit, but that he became, I think he's my mascot for Paper Pumpkin. But he's now, let's see here, he's May, June, July, August, September, October. He's going into his almost 6 months old. So I call him, he's turning into a little man now. So I've been calling him Mr. Pumpkin. So that's what I punched out for letters for the title. So let me see, I'm going to lay this out to see where I want to put my title. So that's what those 2 little dots over here are for right there, are for the Mr. So I may have to go all the way across or bring these down a little bit more, the photos. But there are. Okay, so if I do the photos down a little bit more, and they don't have to be straight. That might be. I think I'm kind of liking that. And then maybe overlapping it a little bit. Let me see. because I want to build up a little cluster up here too. Maybe like right in there. So I might bump this up a little bit higher. I don't know if I want it all the way out straight or kind of something like that. Or what if I brought it down? Okay, this is where we just gotta, once we figure this part out, then it'll all come together pretty quickly. Pumpkin. What if we did Mr. Pumpkin? And then we do one of our clusters. Let's grab some of that. So out of this bee builder, we're going to, let me see here. What did I do with my scissors? Let me find them. So these two back here, I'm gonna trim off the little stinger so we have a nice little oval. So we're gonna build up a little turquoise colored pumpkin. Get these little pieces out of the way. So you might, if you had some, I know I have some sandpaper somewhere. There. Got a couple, let me see what. These aren't very, whoops. Whether you have just nail files or actual sanding paper, this one feels like it has a little bit more. If you need to round out and sand these a little bit, you can do that. Okay. If you have any, I have a couple of little hard, sharp edges right there, so just sand that. This one I'm going to keep up because that can be the stem. All right, so I've got to build it up right there to make a little pumpkin. So let's do that on each one of these real quick. And I'm going to, I think we'll get some, I don't know if I'll use liquid glue or not. We'll see if I have any that's going to work for me. I haven't filled up my, I think that's already coming out. So I'm just going to do, I'm going to do a little liquid glue right there. Okay, let me get my silicone mat too, because I don't want to mess up my page. Okay. So I gotta kind of see, I think I like it about like that. Okay. So let's glue those pieces. Let's just, while we're doing this, let's do all of this at the same time. So we will, whoops, I'm not cutting that off. We're cutting this part off. Just cut that little stinger off. Then if you need to do any sanding, do a little bit of sanding just to clean it up a little bit. Any hard edges. Let's just do like 3 in a row right here. 1, 2, 3. And then this way you can pretty much get them the same. You know, if you have a little oval punch, that will work too. But this is just nice to show how to use the bee punch in a different way. And then see that texture on there from the birchwood file, embossing folder. So I was trying to say. All right, clean up a little bit. I love how creative some other demonstrators are. And they come up with all this cute, amazing stuff. Got to just think outside the box to get the most use out of your tools. Would you have ever thought to create a pumpkin out of your bee builder punch? All right, and then this one can just go on. I'll use some big. Oops, I have a little one on there. Let me put it back on the sheet. I think the big ones will work fine. And then I think I'm just going to color the stem with, let me try my dark. I have a couple of options here. I'm thinking I'll just try to color because I didn't see anything I could use. So you could just kind of color this. Like that, I think. I think that will just work fine. Once we get it on the page, you'll see it a little bit better. So I'm going to do all three of these. Now there might be a die or something that you could cut that might work to make what looks like a stem, but that was really what caught my eye to begin with the first time I saw someone create this. Okay, look at my cute little pumpkin. So who paints their pumpkins? Anybody ever paint their pumpkins? I actually have not, but I love this color combination for fall with the turquoise and the orange. I actually have some decorations that I put on my little tier tray on the island. I probably have some pictures that I could use as well. But taking these photos was super simple, and I haven't actually scrapbooked about pumpkin yet. So that all just kind of came together by accident. Okay. So we got 3 turquoise pumpkins. I think that will work. And then I think I'll put it down here. So you're thinking of clusters. We're going to have some of all the same pieces in each cluster, and you're thinking in odd numbers. That is most pleasing to the eye. And then also like in visual triangles. You can do visual triangles. You could do zigzags. It could be like this. So you could even do another one. Now there wouldn't be an odd number of clusters, but sometimes that's okay. But I'm gonna do it like this, I think. Something like that. So we'll bring in some of this over here, this one. I'm just grabbing the pieces. I'm not sure where. I think this one goes over here. And then we've got all of this for here. Then we have some more of the hearts we can lay around. So I think I'm ready to start layering stuff down. And that's pretty close to how we're gonna do it. So let's kind of move that stuff out of the way. We'll start with I think I want this to be my primary photo, so I'm going to pop this one up. let's just get some dimensionals on there. I'm not going to pull those off yet. I'll put that to the side for a second. I'm going to put some adhesive on this one so it can go right down on the page. All right, so I think I want to bring that up a little bit. I'm going to bring that in, I think kind of like this. I hope that works. I think so. And then this one will be like right down here. So that's going to kind of fill that space down here. And I can do with a little arrow with a little bit of journaling. Okay, let's do that. So anybody got any particular plans for the week? Getting any crafting done? Are you working on any particular projects? Let's see here. I already got it tacked down, I think. All right, let's do that. And then I think this one, let me see if I want it underneath or on the top. I think I'm going to do it underneath. Since I want to keep this one as my primary photo. Am I doing okay? And let's pumpkin. So N is going to be, let's see how far over we want to. Need the K. I'm going backwards, so. There we go. Ooh, need to find out from Bevan. She's got invited. Pump. She got invited to go visit Texas State again. So we might be doing that. That's what I need to do. Okay. Tweezers. Glue. So I got to find out if her dad or I will be taking her on Wednesday, if that's still happening. All right, so let's start with the P right here. Just hold that down, make sure it sticks. I'm going to go ahead and do the M. So I'm going to do that right above the P. Probably shouldn't be like over my photos in case a drop of glue goes down, but yeah, I just really do a better job right-handed. There we go. So super proud of Bevan. She got a scholarship that'll help out a lot through Texas State. And she's waiting on her SAT score to see if she gets even a bigger one. So we'll see. I think she's got her dorm reserved, like paid her deposit on that. So things are progressing. So if you're new here, she's a senior this year in high school. So getting ready to move out of the nest. She's my last one. So it'll be bittersweet. Is that close enough? I don't know. My fingers are already getting sticky. I think my M's a little cattywampus. Ah, darn it. my fingers are sticky. Let's try that again. Let's see if I may have to put some more glue on it. I was trying to use my tweezers to help from getting my fingers so sticky. There we go. My M's a little leaning, but I think it is what it is. I'm not sure if I can. That helped a tiny bit. Where's my K? There's my K. All right, pumpkin. I haven't looked at comments yet, so give me a minute and I'll see. Good deal. Okay. I need to, someone reminded me, and I will do this eventually. I need to get some adhesive sheets so this isn't so messy and it'll go a little bit quicker. I just keep forgetting to put them on my order. And you can't get it all. Just gotta work on it a little bit at a time. And we're almost there with the sticky glue. I'm still live, but it's fine. Is it lunchtime already? I'm preparing. Okay. Alrighty. I think I'm going to have to put some more glue right there. Where's not? I'm not sure. And we got the R. I'll come back and do that later if I need to. And Mr. So isn't it funny how when your animals grow up, they end up with different little nicknames and things. So I don't know why I just started. Probably because I need to get him fixed and he's acting like a little mister. So that'll probably be happening in the next 2 weeks. All right. So Mr. Pumpkin. And then let's see if we can get one of these little bitty dots. See if I can get enough glue on there to do. Don't have to have it, but I thought that would be cute. Just to have the dot right there. That was easier than I thought it would be. All right, now let's build our cluster up here. And I'm just gonna put stuff in behind here and things like that. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and glue the, no, I don't wanna glue it down because I wanna be able to tuck things under. So let's kind of figure out That kind of looks cute just coming out of there, but I'm not sure yet. Let's see. Sticking out from behind. So if we move it over a little bit more that way. All right, so I'm going to glue that down where I want it. I think I'm just going to kind of do it like that. I think I'll just glue this. I'm going to put glue just right down the center. And then that way I can tuck stuff up underneath it. I want it to overlap my photo a little bit. Okay. I probably want it behind it. Let's see here. Let's put little dots of glue on the ends. And let's just stick it in there like that. So we'll have a combination of Coastal Cabana, Cajun Craze, Pecan Pie, and then these are similar to Pecan Pie, the wood grain dies. Just adds another type of texture to the page. I'll do those. All right, so we just got to finish building up our I want those kind of be behind it, I think. But I want to be able to see all three of the leaves. So I'll do that. And then this one can go, yeah, I like that. So see how the different tone, second generation. And then what else do I have to play with? I've got some hearts. Remember I had some of, I don't know if that's something I want to do. Let me play around with this a little bit. No. Maybe we'll do them like out here on the corner or something. I only have 2 of them, so you could do one there and one down here maybe. We'll see. I'm just going to leave it there. And then let's do Cajun Craze Heart. Okay, now let's just build these up over here real quick too. And we'll do I think, okay, so this one, have it like that. I think I'll do my journaling right over here so I can kind of cover up this little mess on the table. So I'm going to put him flat on the page, and I'll pop this one up. So kind of do it maybe like this. That one, and then let's do this one popped up. So it'll kind of be my focal point photo over here on this side. I'll do a tiny bit of journaling right here just so I can point out what that is. And then I'll do a couple of strip pieces of journaling right over here. Oh no. A second. I may have to go get my battery. Showing like I have 10%. I wish I could have some music for y'all playing, but you know what I'm gonna, oh no, I have, never mind, I was thinking I didn't have my charger. Give me a second. Hopefully this doesn't mess up anything. I mean, it may, let me make sure I got this long enough. Hold, please. Okay, I'm gonna plug in my phone. All right, kind of moved my camera a little bit. Try to get a little bit of slack. Sorry, guys. Okay, that's just gonna have to work. Okay, hopefully that will take care of that situation real quick and I'll get this wrapped up. And that's gonna have to be popped up just a little bit because I'm gonna put it on that corner of that popped up photo. So I'm just going to put, I think some right, maybe down here at the bottom too. Like right here-ish. Put a little glue right there. And we'll put it like right down there. And then let's just tuck in some of our pieces like we did a second ago. Let me position this so I can, there we go. If you get too much glue, grab a little bit on the tip and just move it around. And this one I'm gonna go right down like up in here, I think. There we go. Okay. We'll just do it kind of mirrored to what that one was. So we can put this down in here. Move a little faster. Like that. And then I guess that'll work. Do it over on this side. This one I think goes up here. I could put it's like it's falling a little bit over on my photo. And this one can go yep, I'm gonna put it there. And I think that'll work. Now we'll have to figure out what kind of colored dots we want to use here in a minute just to finish it off. We're almost done. Let's do our last cluster. I think I'm gonna do it over there. I'm gonna go right up the middle like I did the first time. That way I can tuck things in. So there's your visual triangle. All right. So just a fun little way, different way to use your bee builder stamp. And of course, you can use it to make cute little bees. There's a stamp set that goes along with it as well. So you can actually make the bees. I did a page with another cat that we had, Blitzen. I just saw it yesterday, as a matter of fact, in my photos, and I did bees and knees. So that would be fun with the bee stamp set. And ooh, got too much glue on that one. And then let's anybody have any other, let's see, of course, Be My Valentine. Could do Valentine pages. Oh, I might have to break out some of our new, that's okay. Might have to break out some of our online exclusives to do that on Wednesday and Friday. All right, then maybe tuck it under, like having the leaves show a little bit more. This one I just wasn't sure where I wanted it. Do I have any more? Let me look and see what my other, remember I had those wood stumps? That might be cute over here. I'm trying to decide where I want to put this one since it's dark. I feel like it needs to go. Maybe I'll just do it like this. Do it like that. I'm going to put one of these in there. Should go on top, or kind of, I'm going to tuck it behind it. Just something different. And I've got this and this little, all right. See, just those different shades on all around the cluster. How cute. Yeah.
Are you aware that all the kittens are in your closet now?
What?
Noelle moved them.
Oh my goodness. Noelle's moving kittens.
You want me to put them back?
Not yet. Just
Chilling in the corner.
leave them for now. So we moved the kittens before we left Thursday. They've been in a big box. And we moved the big box into another room to keep all the dogs away from, to eliminate them disturbing the kittens and Noelle as much. Well, Bevan just informed me that Noelle moved all the kittens into my closet. Lovely. I'm gonna put it right there. It's just a cute little doodad. So it's like, oh, wonderful. Whoa. See, that's what I was talking about. Don't do it over top of your photos. I'm just gonna stick that in that little nest area right there. When she had Pumpkin and his siblings, she actually started having them in my closet. We avoided that this time, but okay, so this says Best Life. I might just see, and then it'll go here, 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 here. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna leave the letters in there and glue it right onto the photo there. Okay. See if I can get that lined up right there. So I'm just trying to use okay. And what else do I have here real quick? I think I need that right there, don't y'all? That'll cover up some of that. And again, I'll still have room to journal. Just gonna put it right there over the photo. And push it up a little bit. Oh, I love it. Are there any other little pieces? I don't know if I could do anything with any of these. Or if I need to put, I don't think I need to put anything. Could put the date in there maybe. I don't know. That may be something I do later. Don't think I need this anywhere. What do y'all think? Let me look. So funny, my fingers are sticky. Everything's sticky, so it won't stay, just so I can visualize it. Yay, nay. So what is that? All right, I think I'm not going to do those. All right, I think that's about it. I may end up bringing in a little bit of something else. Oh, I have these little hearts. Kind of wanted to use them maybe. Maybe I could just stick them with. Yeah, I might do that. I was needing to see. So we've got pumpkin pie and Cajun craze. Don't think I'll use the Cajun craze. I think I'm going to go with a little bit of lighter, the pumpkin pie. All right, so let's do, and I'll probably just do 1 or 2 in each cluster. Because I think I'm going to just do those right there. I'll do them with around where the other little heart is. So I wonder if she put the kittens in the floor of my closet or up on the shelf. They're kind of big. I mean, they're 2 weeks old now, I think. Yeah. 2 weeks old. So they're already, their eyes are, almost all their eyes are open. I'll do it right there. And then let's see what that looks like. So just another, yeah, another shade of orange. Up, yeah, that'll be good. I did get that one on there, yep. And so even in this little cluster right here of just the hearts, can make a little triangle. And then I'm gonna do, I think, a smaller one or 2. Let me see if 2, just, yeah. Alrighty. I like that. Okay, we could go on and on and on and add stuff, and I may add a few other little touches when it's all said and done. I had some linen thread. Oh, there it was. So I may tuck in some linen thread here and there too, but I'm gonna call it done because I don't know if my phone is going to last because even with it plugged in, it might just barely keep it going. So there is today's Make It Monday 12 by 12 scrapbook layout. I love that I've got pumpkin scrapbooked now. And I'll do a little bit of journaling right down here, a little strip or two explaining what that is. And oh, and I can add in that, maybe that little, yeah, something like that. Maybe I can stick it right on there and put a couple little strips. So you'll have to come back and check out my Instagram page along with my Facebook page. I'll post the finished pages there as soon as I'm done with them. As soon as I go and check on kittens and maybe move them back to where they're supposed to be. So anyhow, thank y'all so much for joining me. Hope y'all have a great week. Hope you will join me on Wednesday for Story and Sketch, where I'll show you how to create something new with some of these products and maybe a new color scheme. And then Friday we'll make cards, maybe with a combination of all what I've done Monday and Wednesday. So that's kind of my plan. Don't forget, with the $40 order, you still have an opportunity until tonight to get the PDF for the reindeer days I did last week. That special ends tonight to get the PDFs for all these projects. And then this one for this week goes from today till next Monday. So spend $40 using the host code that's in the description, and I'll send you the PDF files for all the projects. So Debbie, you're going to get last week's. So I'm hoping I'll get that done this evening and get that mailed out tomorrow, emailed out. So it'll be in your email. What else? Does anybody want to, real quick, if you're still hanging around, do you want to see the online exclusives? Let me see if I can find my box of goodies. I think that's it right there. And I'll give you a sneak peek, and I might actually use some of this now that I have the idea on Wednesday and Friday. So let me show you real quick. Look at that pretty paper. There's lots of pretty paper in there. There's a pretty stamp set. So it's going to be Valentine themed. So that would be fun with the Be My Valentine. There's dies that go with the Hearts of Elegance. There are, let me look and see what else I got here. Some fun stuff. Look at that color combination. That would be cute. But then there's also some pretty gold thread, along with some foil hearts, some pretty iridescent dots, and then what else is there? Don't know that I'll use this right now, but there's also this cute Utterly Amazing. Who likes that? So that'll be fun to play with. So you'll have to come back Wednesday to see what I decide to create using that Builder Bee. Sorry about all the noise. The Builder Bee Punch, or Bee Builder Punch. This one right here. We're going to have some fun with it, so I can show you some different things that you can do with it. All right? So y'all have a great week. Again, hope to see you Wednesday and Friday. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.